Life hack number 6 is picture to speech. I find that a lot of people who use text to speech really struggle when it comes to a PDF or maybe a sign on the street or something that they want to have in an audio format that's in real life. And so I found this really good app recently called Speechify. It's free and it can be really good for PDF files and anything that you take with your phone. So as long as it's a fairly good quality image, it'll translate it directly from the picture on your phone to an audio format. And it also has a speed function on there, so that can be a really good thing as well. So number 7 is internet to speech. So again, a lot of us tend to struggle, with text to speech when you start to research something, because obviously not a lot of internet pages have a speech function or a speech function with a speed function attached to it. So another really good add-on to Google Chrome is called Chrome Speak, and that I'm pretty sure it has a speed function as well, but it will actually if you highlight any section of the internet, it will read it out to you directly. So if you're doing a heavy research project for school or for uni, I strongly recommend getting on Chrome Speak. Life hack number 8 is called Blame It on Siri. Now, I use Siri a lot, especially for my social media messaging, or if I'm texting a friend or anything like that. I usually use Siri and just speak out my message to her and she'll dictate it down. But Siri, sometimes she falls short, or sometimes if I'm handwriting the message myself, I'll have probably a lot of spelling mistakes in there. And so what I do is I have a little, it's called a signature message on the bottom of all my social media or on the bottom of all my emails, especially like work-related emails. I have this little message that says, please note, Siri helped me write this and she is a terrible speller, or something like that for, a casual sort of thing. I know my dad, who is also dyslexic, he has a little message that says, this was sent with anti-intuitive predictive text. And so it just sort of acts as a bit of a, disclaimer for people to let them know that yes, there's a few spelling mistakes in there, but you're kind of saying that, it was the technology's fault. Life hack number 9 is Siri over spell check. Now, spell check is, great most of the time, but if you're like me and your spelling's not that great, sometimes spell check doesn't even pick up on what I'm trying to say. And often, you have to make that extra step of then Googling it, because Google can usually figure out what you're trying to say, but apparently spell check can't. One great option is to use Grammarly. I know that a lot of people have had great success with that program. But if you don't want to use Grammarly, I found that Siri works just fine. Often my dad and I will have wars at the dinner table where we work with Siri, because it's just both of us going back and forth saying, Siri, how do you spell this? Siri, how do you spell that? But Siri will, read it out to you at a speed which you can type it down or write it down, and she's just a really good tool to use over something like spell check. And life hack number 10, yay, we made it. Life hack number 10 is pull the dyslexic card. No, but seriously guys, the way I see it, dyslexia can seem to have a lot of negative impacts. It can impact on our reading, on our spelling, on our emotions even. And so why not take advantage of it every once in a while? A really interesting thing that happened recently in my family is that my dad got out of a parking fine based on his dyslexia. He took it to court and disputed it and said that the AM and PM on signs look too similar for dyslexics to decode. And yes, he did look at that sign 3 times, and every time he thought it said PM, but it said AM. And so he made a mistake, and the judge let him off. So, if you can get out of things, why not? Why not get out of them? Paperwork is another one that, can be a real hassle for dyslexics. All those boxes, I tend to jump around and put things in the wrong box or make spelling mistakes or any of those sorts of things. So why not get out of it and just say, hey, I'm dyslexic, can you fill this in for me? It'll make you a lot more comfortable with your dyslexia as well, because I feel like if you're making a bit of a joke of it or making light of it, you become a lot more confident in it in yourself. So it can be a really good card to have in your hand. So thank you so much for watching part 2 of this video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. If it did, leave me a comment in the comments below, and stay tuned for my next video.